Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Canadian Football Central, CFL content for the fans, by the fans. And we got another video coming up as Nathan Cherry, Canadian defensive lineman for the BC Lions, has re-signed with them for the next 2 years through the 2026 and 2027 season. Cherry has been with the Lions since 2022, having played 46 games in that time period, only one game in 2024. Last year he played 18 games, had 4 defensive tackles, and yeah, so he's going to stick around with the Lions. I imagine they have a bigger role planned for him moving forward if they signed him to a 2-year deal. For starters, Rick, what do you think of this move by the BC Lions to keep Cherry around on the roster?
I mean, if you think about it, you have Covington, you have Batts, you have Cherry, Marcus Moore. Like, the defensive line is starting to come together.
Yeah, no.
BC Lions.
And that's where I think he's probably going to get a bigger role. So firstly, he's a national. He's Canadian, so ratio-wise, it just really helps. You know what I mean? Last year, he had played backup a couple times for Hendricks, some for Tavai, sometimes even for Matthew Betts. So this is a guy who's they've bumped him even in that backup position between the defensive tackle as well as the defensive end. He hasn't just been exclusively at one of those spots. So I think they view him as a dynamic defensive lineman. If we take a look, even again, he had graduated from the he had played for the Saskatchewan Huskies for U Sports. In which case, if we take a look at some of his stats here, his career defensive stats, he played for the Huskies 2016 through 2021. In 2016, he only played 1 game. He had 1 solo tackle. 2017, 9 games played, 12 solo tackles, 3 assisted ones for... why does it say AST? I'm a little confused with something. It says 12 solo tackles, 3 assisted tackles for 13 tackles? That doesn't make sense. There's got to be some other stat that's included. I'm a little confused there. I don't understand it. Do they count assisted ones for half? Is that what they do? And they just round it up
for what? For university?
Yeah. Like if you look at, because they have 12 solo tackles, 3 assisted tackles, so like group tackles, for a total of 13. Would that not be 13.5 if you're counting them at 0.5 if it's assisted? Or does it just always round down? I don't know. Maybe it just always rounds down. I don't know. It's a little confusing. Some of their other numbers are a little off. But anyways.
In 41 games with the Huskies.
Yeah. Yeah, it said that he has... Yeah, well, mine says 45, but fair enough. 45 tackles in 41 games, 46, whatever. And then in sack, he got his first sack in 2018. He had 1 sack for a loss of 7. In 2019, he had 3 sacks for a total 29 yards lost. And in 2021, as a senior, 6 sacks for 34 yards lost. And in the total of his career there, he had, 47, 67. That would be 77 total yards on tackles for loss that are non-sacks. You know what I mean? So it did very, very well there. He even had a fumble recovery in his 2017 season. So he had done very, very well for the Huskies through those years. Now, I want to just say, did he win a championship with them?
He earned an all-team, all-Canadian in 21. Oh, yeah, along with winning the Hardy Cups at 18 and 19.
I was about to say, I see on the photos that they have bouncing around, it looks like he was holding a championship. So there's a Hardy trophy that he had won. So yeah, so he had done very, very well through the Canadian college system. Moves out to BC, plays there for 4 seasons. They got him on a 2-year deal now, so he's going to be sticking around. Again, having Canadian talent is very valuable in this league. Not even just from a pride sense, but from a sense of it gives you flexibility with that ratio. If you want to bring in some of those really, really high caliber American receivers that you can see at times, they're having guys that can play on your offensive line, on your defensive line, good Canadian talent is really, really important. And it's just something that you really, really want to see. Because if we even look here, again, like if we look at probably their two biggest defensive linemen are who? Matthew Betts and would you say
I'd say
Hendricks
Covington.
or Covington? Okay,
No, I'd say Covington.
you'd say Covington. Okay. Okay, so that is
One's
okay.
out.
So
One's
so
exterior
Covington,
and one's
yeah.
interior.
So Covington, if we're looking just at him, he's Canadian, born in Vancouver. But then Matthew Betts being it's funny. Okay, for one, okay, you know what I will say?
What's that?
Like Matthew Betts, because I was about to say, I thought Matthew Betts was Canadian as well. He was born in Montreal, Quebec, went to school at
He
Laval.
is Canadian.
Wikipedia, you got to update it here because the second I search it up, it just says American football defensive lineman. No, he's not. He's Canadian. Get it right. He's Canadian.
Maybe when he was in the NFL.
I guess maybe they're considering that. Yeah, but usually if it's a Canadian player, even it'll say, you know what I mean? At least on other things. It threw me off. Either way, I'm upset with Wikipedia. That's fine. But having another Canadian in there, what did you say?
Just go and change it.
I don't have Rick. They've cut down on that. It's harder to do that now.
No, it's not. Edit. Start editing. Okay, so.
Are you gonna edit it right now?
Fucking right I am.
Oh my god.
A Canadian professional defensive lineman for the BC Lions.
Or am I getting confused with the not Wikipedia, the first thing that pops up under his name if you just search his name. Anyways, though, we're not here to talk about Matthew Betts. We're here to talk about Nathan Cherry. Rick, let it go. But yeah, Nathan Cherry, 6'1", 271 pounds, decent sized guy. Only 27 years old. There's still a lot more time with him for him to develop, hit the prime of his career. And that's where this 2-year deal takes him. It takes him to 29 years old. That's like the prime of your career, right in your early 30s, late 20s, you know what I mean?
Don't forget, he was only drafted in the 22 draft. So
yeah. Well, and then they went him
green.
And then even in the first season, he played 17 games, got 7 defensive tackles and 1 sack. He got more than he even got this year. And I'm not trying to diss him this year. It's potential that in those games played that he had more starting time, you know what I mean? And didn't get that this year.
Yep.
But if he's signing a 2-year deal, I have to imagine that there's some level of understanding that he's going to fulfill a bigger role. As this is from general manager Ryan Ridgmain. He said resigning Nathan was important for us. He adds another solid player to our deep defensive line rotation, said general manager Ryan Ridgmain in a statement. His energy, toughness, and character are huge assets for us on the field and in the community. So I guess they also feel that off the field that this guy has a real value that he provides to the BC Lions. And at the end of the day, all we can do is congratulate the guy on him getting himself a new contract. Is there anything else you got there, Rick?
No, sir.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning into this video. Make sure you guys leave a like on it, share it around, and subscribe if you haven't already. Also, if you haven't, make sure you guys join our Discord. Link in the description below to our Discord. We're to discuss all things CFL, NHL, all sorts of sports stuff. So make sure you guys go there and keep the conversation going. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this video. Peace, love, and positivity to all you wonderful people at home. We will see you guys next time.